Hey soul fitters. Okay, I've ditched the chair and I'm going on my feet, which means I'll probably wobble around, and if we're lucky, I won't wander around. But because I've had a couple of goes at this, it's Sunday morning, I have great intent with my head, but do you think my brain's connecting with my mouth today? I drew a card anyway. I have to laugh because it's the wasp, and there's don't go thinking there's nothing good about the wasp, because in nature the wasp has a really important purpose, but it stings, and that's its message. It's coming in with a sting. So there's every chance this week that you're experiencing something where you haven't gotten your own way in something, you haven't gotten what you want. And straight away my head goes to that song, you can't always get what you want. And also unanswered prayers, right? So before we go into it too far, dive back into a time when you wanted something so badly. Like you might have prayed for it, you wished for it, you worked towards it, you did everything in your power to get it, and it just did not happen that way for you. And if you look back, there's a reason why that didn't happen, and for some people they're probably glad about it. I know that I can think of a few occasions where that's been the case for me, so thank God for that. I think the point is the universe has got this plan for you, and in it, it's not just about life unfolding exactly the way you want. There's this push always to grow and to become more resilient and evolve and, to become a better human being. And we don't do that when everything just falls into place all the time. Our greatest lessons come in adversity. And there's a time in your life when you learn that and appreciate it. Another lesson coming. So the first thing is, where did the sting come from? Because it's not always from the outside in. It could be something that, has happened with you, and it stings. Stings. This week's message is, what are you going to do about that? How are you going to respond? So maybe just stop for a minute and observe your own behaviour. Am I going to respond the same way as I always did? Is it something, a little bit lower vibration, like jealousy or anger or, envy? Responding with someone with spite and some of those, emotions that we wouldn't probably ever use to describe ourselves in the norm. Now is an opportunity, if this is happening, to take a step away from that response. Look at why you respond that way and then change it. What if we looked at it and said, there's a reason why this is happening this way, and I'm just going to let it unfold. I'm going to trust that it unfolds in a way that I grow, and I'm not limited by my own imagination. So whatever that thing is that I want, maybe that's actually restricting what I really could have in this situation. What if something better comes along? Just allow it this week, Look at what you're doing if you're stung. Look at how you would normally respond. See if you can do it in a way that you would be growing and happier with who you are. Might be worth it. Well, have a good week anyway.